Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. This is an exciting one. We're talking about the 2023 Arnold Classic Pro Wellness and Pro Fitness results. Oh my gosh. So normally I wait for the official stage photos, but they haven't posted them yet, and it's already time for bikini judging. They did the pre-show this morning, so I wanted to just get this video up. I know everybody's excited. So I used what I could find on Instagram, and I hope you guys don't mind. And I just wanted to do a quick shout out to everyone who tuned in to my live stream talking about our predictions for fitness and wellness. It went really well. I actually have to give myself a bit of a pat on the back. I got both of the top threes, but I don't think anybody could have expected some of the surprises that we saw. Very exciting. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, you guys remember that the rules changed this year, so there's no longer a tiered system. So there are no more points. It's only the winner from Olympia and the winner from each contest throughout the qualification period. So it's only the two girls that won these two divisions that get to go. So let's begin with wellness. I know everybody is talking about wellness. So in first place, Cassandra. Second, Angela. Third, okay, I'm going to pause right here. I thought her name, and sounds like everybody else calls her Rayanne, but somebody, John B., commented on my prediction video that in Portuguese is actually pronounced Rayane. And I called my Portuguese-speaking friend, and she confirmed for me that that is in fact correct. So, in third place, oh, and by the way, thank you, John, for the comment. Rayane in third place. Then in fourth was Alexis, and fifth, Marissa. Now, this was so exciting. I thought everybody looked amazing. It was a fantastic show. But when you look at the scores, it wasn't unanimous. So had it been a unanimous decision, it would have been 5 points for first place and 10 for second place. So the fact that we're a little bit off from that means that there was a judge that didn't agree with that placing. So very exciting. At the end of the day, Cassandra did it, which is so cool, but it was close. Okay, so here we go. Beginning with Marissa in fifth place, I thought she was tremendous. She has such a beautiful physique, great proportions. You don't notice anything overpowering anything else. She's a more short competitor, but she's just got beautiful muscle. She's extremely large in the legs. I noticed her hamstrings. I thought she had a really good V taper from behind. Like, you really noticed that she had some width in her shoulders and a narrowing in her waist. I thought she had a really nice sweep to her quads in the back pose as well. So her back pose was really impressive to me, though I did think that she could have had a little bit more definition in her tie-ins, and she could have even had a little bit more size in her delts compared to the top girls. But overall, I think she's absolutely fantastic. Great posing. The suit was beautiful, and it was a really good fifth place for her. She did amazing. Okay, next and fourth was Alexis. Oh my gosh, this to me was the biggest surprise of the night. I know that everybody was surprised about first and second place. Nuh-uh. I was surprised about Alexis. She blew me away. I was not even expecting her to crack the top against some of these amazing Olympia level athletes. So this is an extremely impressive achievement. I think she did absolutely spectacular, and now all eyes are going to be on her going forward. Her suit was beautiful. Her posing was gorgeous. The long dark hair was just spectacular. I thought when she walked, the definition in her legs was just gorgeous. Beautiful conditioning. I think she came across as being really tight, really flat, smooth stomach, beautiful ab detail. She had a great shape to her glutes, and particularly that sweep in the back pose blew me away. I just think her back pose was really spectacular. And again, what I liked about Alexis, just like I liked with Marissa, she's got good proportions. Really nice glute to leg proportions, nice upper body to lower body, though I did think she could have a little bit more delts as well. Just a little bit more of that size on the top. But man, oh man, I was so impressed. I think she's absolutely gorgeous, and what a surprise. Okay, next in third place was Hyani, gorgeous in this icy blue, kind of a turquoisey suit. Gosh, she was beautiful. She also has a lot of size in her legs. You really notice in this front pose just the sweep and just how much development she has in those quads. I thought she had a really nice glute shape, and I would argue she had the most visible, beautiful tie-ins of the top. I also really noticed this groove right here in her hip. It just looked absolutely gorgeous. She really showed off a beautiful hourglass kind of pose in the back. Like I really noticed the width and then the narrowing and then the width again in her lower body. So her back pose was really quite beautiful. Overall, I think she's just spectacular. In the lineup, I don't have a great picture, but I did take a note on this. I did felt that in the lineup, she could be a little less sideways and try to twist a little bit more towards the front, the upper body. But gosh, she really nailed it. I thought she looked beautiful. All right, Angela in second place. Oh, you guys, I know she was a favorite coming in. Many of us, myself included, figured she would win simply because of how well she always does at the Olympia, at all these other big shows. And remember, it was close. It wasn't like a terrible loss for her. She did amazing, and she looked beautiful. I really noticed, compared to the other girls, how much size she has on the inside part of her glutes. Like there is no space. Her glutes are so firm, so round, just absolutely spectacular. She has the most amazing flat stomach. Ugh, when she was walking, it was like washboard. Super chiseled oblique, really nice ab definition. I was super impressed by her tummy. I thought her walk to the back of the stage was spectacular. There was not a single piece of skin that had any jiggle whatsoever. She's so firm. She's so tight. Just spectacular. I did notice in the live feed on I think it was in the prejudging, that she didn't put her hair down to cover her back when she was in the back pose. So definitely that is something you want to do just to hide some of that development and really highlight the overall shape. But you can see in this picture, she's got the hair. It looks beautiful. Her waist looks tiny. She's just really spectacular. Now, if I had to say, oh my gosh, why I thought that she didn't make it into first place, and I believe in the commentary in the night show, they did address this as well. She has in this front pose a little bit more of a rectangular shape, whereas to the quads. Whereas I noticed with our first place winner, there's a bit more roundness. So keep your eye on that right now when I switch to our next slide. And you can let me know in the comments if you agree or if you think it was something else entirely. So that is what it's coming down to for me, was this front pose and just the sweep and the roundness in the shape. I think she has a lot of size, a lot of beautiful curves. She looks amazing, but that was the one little thing that maybe she could have improved on. Okay, ready? So keep your eye on that quad sweep. Here we go. Cassandra. Do you see what I mean? She's so curvy in the legs, whether it's just a trick of the posing or really just the formation of her muscle. This front pose really sets her on another level. She's got beautiful size, beautiful development. I think her delts are spectacular. She has so much size, so much roundness, absolutely gorgeous amount of muscle everywhere, all over her body. And you heard in her speech at the end that she doesn't even train her upper body anymore. She comes from a past of figure, and all of her focus is on the lower body. But man, whatever she has up there, it is spectacular. The first thing I noticed was her quad sweep. In all of her poses, she's got these beautiful shapes, really nice curves, great hamstrings. She's got this nice curviness in the back pose as well. Her tie-ins are solid. You can see them beautifully outlined. I thought she had really nice lines in the legs. Her conditioning was good. I don't think her stomach is as smooth or as flat as Angela's, but it's still got some nice definition. And overall, her conditioning was spectacular, and she just has these beautiful round shapes. I really like her quads, and I really like her conditioning. So overall, man, what a show. So here's the side by side. You can see Cassandra has really nice detail, good conditioning. Arguably, her conditioning was even more pronounced than Angela. You see this groove really clearly. You've got a little bit more detail in the back leg than Angela does. I think Angela has by far the most superior round shape to the glute. I think Hayani is the next most round shape here. Super impressed by the small waist on Alexis as well as Angela. I think Marissa has amazing hamstrings. Definitely Angela and Cassandra and Hayani actually have really nice delts. I think you can see 4th and 5th place could have a little bit more size there. But overall, like everybody has a little bit different of a shape, a little bit different strengths, but they all look absolutely gorgeous and definitely match standing side by side. Here is where I feel Cassandra really pulls into that first place. You notice the beautiful curviness to her legs, the definition. You see the smallness in her waist, that nice curve to her back. She's doing a really great job posing here. It was close though, you guys, like super close. And now in the back pose, I think Angela really has a different look than the rest. Her glutes are so close together in the middle, you hardly see any color of her suit. She's got a lot of size on the top of her glute. She's got a lot of size in her legs. But I do think Cassandra has more of that curve, more of a roundness, whereas Angela has more of that rectangular shape. Now Alexis has even more curve. So man, does she ever have a place in this division. I think she's really spectacular. Hayani, you see these beautiful tie-ins, and Marissa, just overall a gorgeous amount of size. It was a really close top 5 for me. So in terms of Olympia, Cassandra is now qualified. How exciting is that? Okay, moving on to Pro Fitness. This was also very exciting. Wow, another win for Ariel. I love when you have a past winner become the newest returning winner. I think that just adds a level of consistency to what the judges are looking for. As fans and as amateurs, it gives us some clarity into the division itself and the standards, and I love it. And Ariel is fantastic, and she did a tremendous job. So let's look at the score a little more carefully. In first place was Ariel, second Jacqueline, third Michelle, fourth Allison, and fifth Tara. Now check it out, you guys. It was actually Jacqueline who won the physique round. It was close, really close, but it was Jacqueline's physique that came in first place. But then Ariel took first in the routine. And that, of course, we know the routine is 2/3 of the score, whereas the physique is only 1/3 of the score. So that was enough to get Ariel into that first place position, which is so exciting for her, but also tremendous for Jacqueline. Okay, I really couldn't find very good pictures. I apologize, but I do want you to see these amazing athletes, and I have some better pictures later on. But here's Tara, and I thought she looked fantastic. I thought her delts were tremendous. It's the first thing I wrote down when I saw her. Beautiful delts. She has a fantastic V-taper. Even in this grainy, super zoomed in photo, you can see she's got a really nice lat spread. The only thing I think Tara could keep working on is the shape of her legs and a little bit more sweep so that we have less of a straight line and more of a curve on that outside angle. But overall, I thought she looked fantastic, nice conditioning, and great posing. All right, Allison in fourth was spectacular. I could not get over her X shape and her V taper. Her waist in the back pose was so small and her lats were so large. She just had the most incredible silhouette. Her delts are amazing. Her V taper, like I said, was just so eye-catching, and her suit was stunning with the dark hair. Just absolutely gorgeous. I agree with the commentators who said she could have had a little bit more conditioning. Absolutely. I would love to see more tie-in, more hamstring definition, more definition coming through in her back and in her quads. But she has the most amazing silhouette, and I think she is a huge threat to the top competitors, and she was absolutely spectacular. Okay, next in third place was Michelle. My goodness, her physique was amazing. I apologize that I couldn't find better pictures. These are screenshots from a video, most of them, but you can just see the abs are spectacular. Her V-taper is incredible. Her legs were insane. That's the first thing I wrote down was great legs and beautiful curves. She's got a gorgeous curve to the leg, curve to the lats, beautiful curve in her delts, nice definition. You can see the delts are beautifully outlined. The abs are so easy to see, complete six-pack, and man, even in this photo, you can see crazy detail in her legs. She had an absolutely spectacular V-taper. I thought her shape was just phenomenal, and her waist is so tiny. So I was blown away. I thought her shape was really, really eye-catching, absolutely beautiful. I did write down that from the back pose, she could have had a little bit more definition, so more in the tie-ins, more in the hamstrings, but man, her front looks spectacular. Okay, Jacqueline. Amazing. Oh my gosh. So remember, she came in first for her physique, and you can see it. Her conditioning is beautiful. Her legs, when she was walking, oh my gosh, you saw every little detail, particularly in this side pose. This is such a good pose for her. It shows off so much definition in her quads, in her hamstring. Her calves looked beautiful. Her abs, I love the spread in her lats here. She looks so wide on top. She's got great delts. Just phenomenal. Her posing is also really good. So I noticed how level her shoulders were in the back. I noticed the width. I noticed the V-taper, and her glutes look spectacular. Fantastic shape. I thought her legs looked really big. She's got a lot of size. Great lat spread, and just, oh man, her conditioning was next level. A really, really good physique. All right, Ariel beside her, also spectacular. I loved her suit. She always does her hair really creatively and ties in her jewelry and her makeup to really coordinate beautifully. Her conditioning also was spectacular. Ariel and Jacqueline for sure had the greatest conditioning. I wrote down that she looked tight, like she just was such a beautiful package. Great lines. Her delts looked amazing, though I always notice with Ariel that she's never quite level. I wonder if maybe there's an injury there that is just not allowing her to straighten out the delts in her posing. And perhaps that's what gave Jacqueline the edge and put her in first place for the physique round, because their physiques are both phenomenal. I did think Ariel had really cute poses. You know, she did a little whisper, she winked. She's got so much personality. It really shines through in the way that she poses. But most of all, I really noticed her conditioning, her lines. She's just spectacular. I didn't love the fit of her suit in the back. I feel like she's got too much fabric here. I would like to see a little bit more of the glute shape and a little bit less of the suit. That's it. I thought she was amazing. Absolutely spectacular. Okay, I don't have the greatest pictures side by side, but you can see this was our first call out with Allison, Jacqueline, Michelle, and Ariel. Look at how small Allison's waist is. Just spectacular. I noticed Jacqueline's delts. I noticed Ariel's legs, and Michelle, overall, her shape. She is just phenomenal. A lot of muscle and beautiful posing. And then we had Tara here in the second group. She looks amazing, great abs, and her delts really stand out to me there too. Here's a closer look at Jacqueline and Ariel. And in fact, I'm going to do one up. And let's compare Jacqueline and Ariel. You can see they're both spectacular, beautiful conditioning. I think Jacqueline has a little bit more curve to her sweep. She's got a little bit more size in her delts. And again, the posing with Jacqueline is a little bit more level than with Ariel. Beautiful glute shapes. I think Jacqueline even arguably has a little bit more definition coming through in the glute ham tie-in area. Ariel has a little bit more curve at the bottom, whereas Jacqueline has a little bit more of that kind of that triangular shape. But both are absolutely spectacular. It was close and it was so entertaining. And now I always like to show off the girls' routines, at least their outfits for it, and this is the best picture I can find. You can see they all had some amazing costumes. I thought Ariel's routine was spectacular. She had the most beautiful costume. It was so glittery, so shiny. Her strength was crazy. I thought the difficulty of her moves was really high and she nailed it. She did such a good job. It was spectacular. Jacqueline, I thought, also had an amazing degree of strength and difficulty as well. She's very slow and very controlled. And I really noticed that leg that didn't have the fabric. You just see so much beautiful definition. It was a really good routine. Michelle, I loved the red. I loved the power. I thought she really did a good job showcasing her flexibility. I didn't love how she was sticking out her tongue so much. I don't think Arnold is a fan of the tongue either. Not particularly with Michelle, just in terms of being on stage in general. But I did love all of her energy, and I think she is absolutely spectacular. For Tara, I thought she could have had more difficult moves, if that's possible. Just compared to the other girls, I thought that she could have even leveled up a little bit more and even held some of her poses a bit longer just to really show off her strength. And then for Allison, I thought the energy was spectacular. She came out with a bang, she kept it the whole way through, and it was really, really a beautiful job. So, in terms of next year's Olympia, no new added competitor. Jacqueline was already qualified, and there she is on the list. Okay, guys, that is it for fitness and wellness. I will be back later with bikini, of course, so stay tuned for that. And then we have more shows coming up this month. We have one contest next weekend and 3 more the weekend after that. So make sure you subscribe. Please comment below what you thought of these 2 amazing top 5s. I can't wait to hear what you guys thought about some of the surprises. Give me a like if you liked the video and comment below and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.